What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Um, I want to talk about the parent-child dynamic real quick. Sometimes, as parents, we can make the mistake of trying to be a friend of the child that you're parenting, and that's not always a good thing. And it's a difference between participating in certain activities with your children, just to bond and find a little common ground here and there. That's one thing. But when you are just overly going out of your way to try to be more of a friend than to actually be a parent, because being a parent, it requires making decisions that are not going to be popular with the child a lot of the times, because as the parent, you're supposed to be the wiser of the two, and you have to protect the child from themselves, because in their desire to want to do certain things, hey man, I want to go to this party, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you can assess the circumstances a little better than they can and see it, because most likely you already been through it. So you can say, well, where's this party gonna be at? What kind of people gonna be there? What time is it over with? And you start asking those questions, the child gets frustrated, like, come on, man. And then you hear the old saying, well, all my friends gonna be there and that. And then you hear the parent back door with, look, I ain't they mama, I ain't they daddy. So tough decisions have to be made in the process of parenting that are not gonna be um, favorable in the eyes of the child. But those are the things that have to be done. When you look at how the world is set up right now, man, with all this police brutality really affecting the black community, man, like it is, um, we have to do everything possible to make sure that our children understand. Look, we live in a world where you basically have to tell and train your children how to deal with a police encounter. Think about that. So it's so many ins and outs to this, man. But just on a different level, we have to make sure that our children understand that there is a line between, look, just we're gonna have fun, we're gonna bond. I might play the game with you here and there, but when it's time for me to be daddy or mama, then that's when it get real. That's when it get real, and you have to respect that. And if we don't establish that early, then what we have is children who rebel, children who talk back, children who disobey, children who go out and participate in activity that could land them in a bad situation. So I can remember being told by my own mama before, look, I ain't your friend, I'm your mama. Because you can have a tendency to get too loose as a child, and then mama and daddy got to reel you back in and be, hey, watch yourself now. You got to be reeled back in. And those things are only done to protect the child once they get out in the world. Because the reality is, mom and daddy can't be around the child all the time. At some point, they got to go to school. At some point, they're gonna go outside. At some point, when you do allow them to go and participate in certain activities, parties, and whatever the case might be, things have to already be instilled and deposited in them that will make them aware of how they need to carry themselves when they're on the scene, or when they are separated away from the parent. The parent's voice has to always still be in their head. And if you can pull that off, you got a chance. Nothing is guaranteed. But I think you have to establish that early to have a chance. You got to establish it early. You can't be this soft, accommodating parent for the first 10, 11 years of the child's life, and then all of a sudden you decide you want to try to tighten up the screws and get tough, it's not gonna work because you already allowed too many years of rebellion to take place, and you have to reverse that. It's gonna be tough to reverse it. But if you establish it early, then you can give leeway when you see fit. You can give it at your own discretion to say, okay, well, yeah, you can go, but I'm gonna need you back at this time, and you know what's what. It's like when parents take their children into the store. See, the store game tells it all. You know what parents are doing what and how they handling their business based on how their children act in public. When you at the grocery store and you see that one child just going berserk in the grocery store and the parent has no control over, there's nothing that she can do, and the child is just taking over the world. That's when you look. But every now and then you see that parent, and she might have two or three, might just have one. But whatever the count is, they are in line. And if it is something that she has to tell them, she tells them one time, and they get back in line. That's when you know that the right things are being instilled, and hopefully it's not abuse. But I don't chalk that up to abuse based on how you see it unfold. So understand the boundaries, understand the difference, and don't be the kind of parent that's trying to just go out your way to be the cool parent. I just want to be the cool parent. I want to sit in a circle with my child and his friends. We're gonna all smoke weed together. Nah, man. You got to be a parent that's gonna set rules and establish them and enforce them, and start early. Start from birth. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this subject, man. Anything I might have missed, feel free to drop it in the comments. Give me y'all's opinions and thoughts. Right on time when the phone ringing. It's your big brother K-Rino, man. All right. Peace.